Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, my co-host Mr. Brody. Playing another game from the 1978 Red Sox we play using Strat-o-matic baseball. Red Sox go for the sweep today against the Seattle Mariners. Dennis Eckersley on the hill for the Red Sox against Byron McLaughlin for the Seattle Mariners. Eckersley going for win number 10 on the season. Torres tried it yesterday but was unable to do it as the Mariners came back. The Red Sox did end up winning the game in the long run, so that's the main thing. The Red Sox currently one game ahead of their pace of the 1978 season. They did gain a game on the Milwaukee Brewers, now 4.5 games behind, who lost, and also the New York Yankees, who lost, and they're now 7 games behind. So let's get this game underway and go for the sweep.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Play ball. Alright, so Byron McLaughlin takes the mound for the Mariners. He's got a record of 2-4. ERA of 3.83, 47 innings pitched, 36 hits allowed, 23 walks, 32 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. The Red Sox lineup is a little different than normal, being a Sunday afternoon. Some of the regulars are going to get the day off. So Rick Burleson, the shortstop, will bat first. Fred Lynn all the way up to second. That usually means Remy's got the day off, and he does. So Fred Lynn bats second, the center fielder. Jim Rice is your left fielder, batting third. Batting cleanup, Carl Yastrzemski, the first baseman. The DH batting fifth today is George Scott. Jack Brohammer is in at second, replacing Remy, getting a start at second. So Dwight Evans, the right fielder, bats seventh. Butch Hobson, the third baseman, bats eighth. And behind the plate, getting a start today for Fisk, is going to be Fred Kendall. So that's your Red Sox lineup against the Mariners and Byron McLaughlin. So McLaughlin looks in for the sign from Plummer. Here's the windup in the pitch to Burleson. Burleson comes in hitting .279 with a homer and 21 runs batted in. And it's going to be off of his one column, which will be a fly out to Bhakti in the left field. So 1 up and 1 down for the Red Sox. A diving play, actually, by Bhakti. So that'll bring up Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn's hitting .296 with 15 homers and 46 runs batted in. Off his one column. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. So 1 on and 1 out for the Red Sox. Brings up Jim Rice. .333 hitter with 21 homers and 56 runs batted in to lead the Red Sox. Going to be off of 4 column of McLaughlin. And this is going to be a chance to turn 2. It's going to actually be a range check first on Reynolds. 1-6 will be a base hit. And we'll get in front of it, but can he turn 2? Over to Meyer. Nope. Decides to go the short way over to Meyer. As Lynn goes in scoring position on the fielder's choice. Scored that a 6-3. So runner in scoring position for the captain, Carl Yastrzemski. .268 hitter coming into the game with 6 homers and 28 runs batted in. And he will strike out. as Yastrzemski swings over it. And that'll retire the side for the Red Sox. So Red Sox do not score in the first. And Dennis Eckersley takes the mound. Eckersley with a 9-2 record. 1.89 ERA. He's been stellar this season. 100 innings pitched, 81 hits, 17 walks, and 46 strikeouts, and 8 homers allowed. So the lineup for the hometown Seattle Mariners, trying to avoid the sweep today. Jose Cruz, the second baseman, bats first. Craig Reynolds, the shortstop, will bat second. Rupert Jones is batting third, playing center field. Bruce Bochy is the left fielder, batting cleanup. Leroy Stanton is the DH, batting fifth. First baseman Dan Meyer bats sixth. John Hill, the right fielder, bats seventh. John Bernhardt, the third baseman, bats eighth. And Bill Plummer getting a start again today behind the plate, batting ninth. So Cruz leads it off. 232 hitter with 2 homers and 10 runs batted in. And it's going to be off of his 2 column. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. That's how Seattle begins. So Yastrzemski holding Cruz on at first. Craig Reynolds up now. 233 hitter with 3 homers and 18 runs batted in. Eckersley's going to watch him. Quick one to first. As he makes it back, but it looks a little bit tentative now with his lead. Corners are playing in. And he's off. Ooh, catcher error 15%. We're going to hold on to it. Not much of a chance to get him out there. So we're going to hold on. As Kendall holds on there. And Kendall's a +3. So not a very good defensive catcher. So they're probably going to be running on him all day. So runner in scoring position with nobody out after the steal by Cruz. Reynolds back in the box. Effectively 6 column. It's going to be a single to right. As Cruz holds at third, so runners at the corners with nobody out. So Eckersley in some early trouble here. Rupert Jones up now. Defense playing in double play depth, trying to get the willing to concede the run. So Eckersley looks the runners back. Oh. And that's going to be down the line to right as it's into the corner. Cruz is going to score. Reynolds holds at third, and the Mariners out with an early 1-0 lead on the RBI double by Jones. Going to bring up Bochy. Bochy hitting .274 with 3 homers and 27 runs batted in. Still nobody out. Chance to knock in a couple of runs here. And he'll draw a walk below the bases. As Kendall goes out to talk to Eckersley. Kendall is not Eckersley's normal catcher. So that'll bring up Stanton now with the bases loaded, nobody out. And he'll strike out swinging. So first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Meyer. The Red Sox will play it back. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. Reynolds comes in to score. So runners go station to station as Seattle now has a 2-0 lead. So brings up Hale. Hale's enters the game hitting .179 with 2 homers and 9 runs batted in. Oh my goodness, and Hill's going to get a hold of one here. A mistake pitch by Eckersley, and this one is long gone as Seattle's broken it wide open. As Eckersley was going for his 10th win now. Has already surrendered 6 runs and only gotten 1 out. So his ERA now has ballooned to 2.42. As he's surrendered 6 runs now. Bernhardt up now. 253 hitter with 2 homers and 12 runs batted. It's going to be a range check on the catcher, Kendall. And Kendall will drop the pop fly in foul territory, so E2 there. So Bernhardt has a new life now. Have a foul ball off the mask of Kendall. Bernhardt back in the box, next pitch. And he'll swing and a miss as Eckersley gets his second strikeout of the game. So Plummer up now, number 9 hitter. And he will fly out to swing in center for out number 3, but the Mariners pick up 6, highlighted by the grand slam. And lead it, grand slam by Hale, and lead it 6-0 after 1. The Red Sox in an early hole here, so they're going to have to rally if they're going to come back and sweep the Mariners here. So Bernhardt with a 6-run lead now. Scott up now. That'll be a fly ball to center. Jones will be under this one for out number 1. So Brohammer will come to the plate now, getting a start today at second, hitting .278 with 6 runs batted in. And that'll be a ground ball to Cruz, who flips over to Meyer for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down, the Red Sox second. Brings up Dwight Evans, .271, hit with 9 homers and 27 runs batted in. And he'll line up to Reynolds for out number 3. So the Red Sox go in order in the second. Eckersley back on the hill, looking to settle things down here in the second. And strikeout as Cruz went around. That brings up Hale, singled his first time up. And he'll line a single to right. Seattle already with 6 hits on the day. Rupert Jones up now, had an RBI double back in the first. And he's going to ground it back to the pitcher. Eckersley goes to second for 1, back to first. Double play. So that'll be it for the M's in the second, as Eckersley settles down a bit. Score remains though 6-0 Seattle. It'll be Hobson leading it off. Hobson hitting .297 with 7 homers and 28 runs batted in. And he'll fly up the Bhakti and left for out number 1. Brings up Fred Kendall getting a start today. Kendall comes into the game hitting even .200 with 2 runs batted in and 20 at-bats, so 4 for 20 on the season. And he'll ground out to Meyer. Flips it to McLaughlin for out number 2. Check out some other scores. Minnesota ahead of Cleveland 3-1. Detroit clipping Kansas City 5-1. Baker Cuffley ahead for Detroit. Toronto again leads Milwaukee 2-1. And the Yankees lead the Angels 1-0. Baltimore with the lead over Oakland 3-0. And Chicago and Texas are scoreless. So those are your American League scores. So that'll bring up Rick Burleson. Flied out his first time up here in the Red Sox third. He's popping up the Cruz and make the catch for out number 3. Actually, that was the top of that. Yeah, it is top of the third. So after 2.5, the Red Sox still trail by 6. Because of the face. Bhakti first. He walked his first time up. This will be a range check on Rice. 1-6 will be a hit. Anything else will be an out. And it looks like Rice is going to get in front of it. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. Brings up Stanton, who struck out his first time up. And he'll ground out the Brohammer at second. Fires over Yastrzemski for out number 2. We got Meyer with an RBI single in the first. As He laces a single up the middle, so 2-out single for the Mariners. Brings up John Hill, who had a grand slam home run back in the first to break this game open. Still a lot of time left, though. Red Sox definitely have the offense to get back into this one. And he will line up to Yastrzemski at first to retire the side. So that'll be it for Seattle in the third. So Lynn will lead it off for the Red Sox, hoping to get back into this game. That will not do it as he strikes out swinging. Jim Rice grounded out his first time up. He'll get a good one to hit here. And Rice is going to get a hold of one here, and this one is going to go out of here. So a home run to the left puts the Red Sox on the board. Number 22 on the year for Rice. The captain up now, struck out his first time up. And he'll fly out to right as this one's going pretty deep, but Hill's got a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Boomer George Scott up now 0 for 1 in the day. Had the game-winning RBI in yesterday's game. And this time he'll get into this one. Cruz is there, makes the catch to retire the side. The Red Sox get on the board on the solo home run by Jim Rice, and after 3.5, trail at 6-1. Bernhard up for the M's here in the fourth. Reached on the error. Actually, he didn't reach on the error. I don't think he reached on that error, though. That was a foul pop-up, so I don't think he reached on that. But he was retired somehow, I believe. This time he'll ground out to Brohammer at second. Score that one a 4-3. For out number 1. Brings up number 9 here. Plummer flied out his first time up. And he'll draw a walk. So, 1 out and 1 on. For Cruz, who's 1 for 2 of the runs scored. And he'll line a single to right as Plummer moves up to second. So first and second with 1 down. Action going in the Red Sox bullpen. Craig Reynolds, he's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. So he'll ground out to second. Only play is the first. Runners on second and third with 2 down now for Jones. Red Sox looking to get out of this without any damage. Although it's going to be tough here as he's going to get a good pitch to it here. Oh, and luckily it's a ground ball, rare ground ball to 112. And that'll do it. So the M's threaten but do not score. The score remains 6-1. Red Sox down by 5. Brohammer up. Will lead it off. He grounded out his first time up. And he will fly out to Hill and right for out number 1. Dwight Evans lined out his first time up. And he will hit one short. Reynolds has got a beat on it for up number 2. Hobson up now. Flied out his first time up. And he'll strike out looking. So the Red Sox go in order in the 5th, and halfway through it's Seattle 6 and Boston 1. Eckersley up now. Batting back on the hill. Lopty up first. He'll 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll ground on the Brohammer for out number 1. Brings up Stanton. 0 for 2. And he'll ground out to Hobson. Fires over to Yastrzemski for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Seattle 5th. Brings up Meyer, who's 2 for 2. couple of singles and an RBI. And he'll ground out to Burleson for out number 3. So the Mariners go in order in the 5th. For Kendall. So for 1. The ground out to second. So Minnesota ahead of Cleveland 3-2. Detroit comfortably ahead of Kansas City 10-4. Parrish is his 9th home run for the Tigers. Milwaukee has rebounded all over Toronto today 7-2. Yankees still clinging to a run lead against the Angels 1-0. Kidjo battling Ossie. Baltimore bombing Oakland 8-0. Smith has hit a 7th home run for Baltimore. Chicago and Texas tied at 2. Burleson up now with 1 out. Nobody on base. And he'll hit a liner out to Bhakti left for out number 2. Fred Lynn, 1 for 2. Single back in the 1st. And he strikes out for the 2nd time today. So McLaughlin seems to be cruising along now. John Hale, 1 for 2 with a grand slam back in the 1st. And this time Eckersley gets him for out number 1. So that'll bring up Bernhardt. 0 for 3 on the day. 0 for 2 on the day, actually. Must have reached on that 1st inning there. And he fouls this one back. And this time he gets hit way inside. So Bernhardt is on after being hit by a pitch. Brings up Plummer 0 for 1 with a walk. It's going to be a hit and run here. He's going to get a good pitch date here. And he misses it, so he's going to strike out. I'm going to hold on to the ball here. So actually he doesn't strike out. So he's still up there as Bernhardt gets a stolen base. And he loses Plummer. And Cruz will ground out to 1st. Over to 2nd for 1, back to 1st double play, so that'll be a 3-6. On the putout, so runners at the corners now with 2 out. And that'll be a line out to Brohammer to end the inning. So after 6 full, it's 6-1 Mariners. Rice hit a solo home run his first time up, his 22nd of the year. And this will be a line into Bhakti as he snow cones it. But holds on for out number 1. Stremski 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll strike out for out number 2. George Scott 0 for 2 on the day. And he strikes out. So McLaughlin cruising along as the Red Sox go in order in the top of the 7th. 7th inning trivia stretch time. So prior to 44 consecutive game hitting streak, who had led the National League with 37? I don't know why, but I want to say Wee Willie Keeler with 37. I'm not sure if that's it, but I'm going to go with that. It's the only thing that pops into mind. So we'll see what the trivia question is by Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. Lock in your answers. Wee Willie Keeler is my answer. Tommy Holmes. Tommy Holmes for the Boston Braves had 37 game hitting streak for the Boston Braves in 1945. So that's your trivia question, a good one there. So back to the action here as the Red Sox trail by 5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Jones up now, had an RBI double back in the 1st. Eckersley back out there. And That is going to be it for Eckersley, as Zimmer has seen enough. He's responsible for Jones at first. Campbell did pitch. A little too early yet. Campbell pitched 2 innings in the actual game. Let's see. Who's up first? I think we'll bring Bergmeyer again. We'll give him another shot. So Bhakti up now. See if they counter. Bhakti is 0 for 2 with a walk. Bergmeyer pitched yesterday. Faced 1 batter. No. Allowed a hit. He's 1-1 with 3.54 ERA, 20 innings pitched, 24 hits allowed, 6 walks and 11 strikeouts, and he's running 2 home runs. And they run it close. And that'll be a lineup in Rohammer at second. Jones back to first, so 1 up and 1 down. Stanton 0 for 3 on the day. That'll be a ground ball to Rohammer. Barehands it over to first. So 2 down now in the fielder's choice. Jones moves up to second. Brings up Meyer 1 for 3 on the day. 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Oh. And he's got to get a hold of 1. Bergmeyer, Red Sox bullpen again implodes here. And it's an 8-1 Seattle lead and a 2-run home run by Meyer. Brings up Hale. He hit a grand slam back in the first. And he'll strike out for out number 3, but damage is done. As Meyer hits a 2-run home run off Bergmeyer to extend the lead to 8-1 now. So Red Sox definitely have their work cut out for them if they want to sweep the M's. It looks like they might be giving that game back if they do, as it looks like the Yankees and the Milwaukee are on their pace to win today. We'll see. And Cruz will ground out for out number 1. So it'll bring up Dwight Evans 0 for 2 on the day. McLaughlin back in there for his 8th inning. Very economical. Only 51 pitches. How is that possible? 51 innings pitched. Is that even possible? In the 8th inning. So 7 plus. Yeah, that's an average of only less than 8 pitches an inning. Heck, wow. Extremely economical. I guess he's only allowed 2 hits, so I guess that is entirely possible. Wow. So McLaughlin has plenty of energy left. Let's see what happens here. I don't think I've ever seen a pitch count that low in the 8th inning. He'll ground out the Cruz for out number 2. Alright, Butch Hobson up now. So the Red Sox swinging early on these pitches, I guess. Does have 6 strikeouts here, so that's got to be at least 18 pitches there. So yeah, 18 pitches there. So if you get rid of those 6 outs there, that would be 5 2/3. 5 2/3 he would have done in 35. Wow, 5 2/3 innings and 35 pitches. I guess it's possible, but wow, that is amazing. So Butch Hobson, 2 out in the Red Sox 8th here. And he'll race a single up the middle, so a 2-out base runner. Swinging on the first pitch. With Fred Kendall, the Red Sox are definitely going to pinch hit for him. Now, will we just continue to be able to let Montgomery come in and pinch hit? Now we'll pinch hit with Carbo. Let Carbo get a pinch hit. We'll bring in Monty to catch. Carbo coming in now, hitting 270 on the season with a homer at 14 runs batted in. It's going to be a range check on Jones, who's a 2 range. Should be able to make the play here, and he does. Gets in front of it. Oh, he's going to commit an error here as he bobbles it. Stumbles and drops out of his pocket for an error. So 2-base error. Hobson moves to third. So Red Sox with a little 2-out rally here. Brings up Burleson. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Ooh, but he'll get a good pitch to it here. But he's unable to do anything with it. He pops out to Reynolds for out number 3. So the error does not prove costly. The score remains 8-1 in favor of the Mariners. So Montgomery will come in to catch. Montgomery behind the plate for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 8th. So it's going to be opening Campbell for an inning. Campbell comes in, 2-1 record, 2 saves, 1.96 ERA. He's been effective. 18 innings pitched, 17 hits, 7 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Walks are a little high, and has surrendered a home run. Here he is against Bernhardt, who's 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to ground one to Burleson at short. Should make the play on this. Gets in front of it. And he'll make the play for out number 1. So Bill Plummer, he's 0 for 1. He walked twice. And he'll line out to Hobson for out number 2. There he scores there, and it looks like, wow, Kansas City, Detroit tied at 10. Cleveland edging Minnesota 4-3. Milwaukee way ahead of Toronto 8-2. Ooh, California top of New York, so the Red Sox, even if they do lose today, may keep their 7-game lead on the Yankees. However, Milwaukee will cut the lead to 3.5. Baltimore had Oakland shutting out Oakland 8-0, and Chicago and Texas tied at 2. That brings up Cruz 1 for 2 with 2 outs here in the Mariner 8th. And he'll ground one to Yastrzemski, 1 Harper, and take it himself for out number 3. The Red Sox down in their last 3 outs here, down by 7. McLaughlin, 56 pitches going into the 9th inning. I don't even know if that's possible. It is possible, I guess, but very improbable. Red Sox continue to swing on the first pitch. Here's Rice, who homered for the only Red Sox run today. And he'll line up to Bernhardt for out number 2. And the Red Sox just keep swinging at that first pitch. And this could be it. He flies out to left. And he's in front of it, and he will make the catch to end the ball game. very economical, like 59, 60 pitches here. Wow. It's almost unfathomable. Dan Myers, the home run, is the star of the day, 3 for 4 with a homer. I don't know about that. I think I'm still going to give it to Hale, who had a grand slam home run in the first to give Seattle a commanding lead. So the game is mercifully over for the Red Sox. They're unable to sweep the Mariners, but do win the series, taking 2 out of 3. Check the old box score here. Wow, McLaughlin, 60 pitches. He pitches a complete game, 3-hitter against the Red Sox. He's been the toughest pitcher against the Red Sox so far this year, by far. The Red Sox, at least they have not been shut out yet, but 60 pitches in 9 complete innings. That's an average of 6 2/3 pitches an inning. So less than 7 pitches an inning. Remarkable. I've never ever seen that before. So McLaughlin improves to 3 and 4. Eckersley takes the loss. He never had it today. Got off to a bad start. But did manage to tough out 6 innings. 8 hits allowed, 7 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. ERA blooms, and I say blooms, to 2.38, so still excellent ERA. So Bergmeyer also surrendered a home run. Solo shot, a 2-run homer to Meyer. And let's check out the Mariners offense. Cruz was 2 for 5 with a run scored. Reynolds 2 for 4 with a run scored. Rupert Jones 1 for 3 with a couple of runs scored and an RBI. Bhakti 0 for 3 with a run scored. Dan Meyer 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 3 runs batted in. I guess we could give him the MVP. I think he might have had the RBI. Yeah, he did, I think. No, actually, no, he didn't. I'm going to say an RBI first. I don't think he did, though. I think I'm going to go give it back to Hale. Hale only 1 for 4, but that one hit was a big one. It was a grand slam to put Seattle out 6-0 in the first. Bernhardt 0 for 3 and Plummer 0 for 2. So the Red Sox fall. Standings real quick. The Red Sox fall to the Mariners by a score of 8-1. Now 3-game lead over Milwaukee and a 7-game lead over the Yankees. Texas maintains 2.5 game. Kansas City maintains a 2.5 game lead over Texas, but California has gained a game there as they beat the Yankees. So are tied with Texas for second. So thank you for joining us. From Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and let's quickly check our next game, see who that's going to be against. So we're going to start in this series at home. We return home to face the California Angels. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, my co-host Mr. Brody, signing off from Seattle. So we'll see you at Findlay for the next game. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.